Hi Capricorn, my name is Tiffany from Tiffany's Tarology. So happy to have you here for your March monthly reading. If this is your first time here, hello. Feel free to subscribe and help this channel grow. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for being here. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so as well. That would really help me. I am a baby channel. I am trying to get in here in the big leagues with all these other readers. And honestly, tarot has changed my life. I love doing readings. I hope that this can bring you some comfort, some clarity, some laughs, even if you know the reading turns that way. I do have some links for you guys in my description box if you want to get connected with me outside of the YouTube space. I do have an Instagram where we post just about daily. I also share a lot of stories and we can chat, have conversations. I have the ability to book for one-on-one readings if you want to do so. And anything that you have on your mind, you know, drop it in the comments. I'd love to chat with you. And let's dive into your reading. We will be picking up the energy of the Piscean energy that's coming into us for March. And I've been telling all of my readers that I have felt this urge to pull out the amethyst and the rose quartz. So pink and purple crystals for the month of March, as there's a lot of third eye activations, and I feel like activating the heart, the love center this particular month. And we're going into springtime, so we're burning a lavender chamomile candle as well. We're going to do a Celtic cross, and we're going to go ahead and start with your current situation for the month of March, Capricorn. Let's dive on in. I just hear that song. Ain't nothing gonna break my style. Ain't nothing gonna hold me down. Oh, I got to keep on moving. Okay, so are we moving forward in the spite of adversity? Are you? Yeah, I just feel that energy for you. So current situation for Capricorn. I like to share that stuff with you guys if I do hear anything. It's called clairaudience. Yes. Okay, 8 of Cups is your current energy. You're not dealing with anything emotionally that is not serving you anymore. Anything that used to be in your life that just wasn't giving you joy. You're like, I need to live my life to the fullest. So you're cutting those things out. We will go into deeper messages once we pull out the entirety of the deck. We're going to do your current challenge for the month of March in regard to that situation. So what might be blocking you, hesitations that you're coming across. Yeah, so sometimes it can be difficult to do those things, to walk away from what doesn't serve you when you have a whole family to take care of. So you might be kind of stuck between, if I walk away from these situations, this is where I make my money. You might be pregnant, might be working on a project, and you're just like, I can't support myself on just, you know, whatever money or however you're getting things done. But the challenge that you're having comes from the inside. I feel like in astrology, it's the 4th house governs like home and family. So your home life, your family life, something to do with your inner being, the parts that you keep really close to you, that is where we're seeing a lot of resistance for you this particular month, Capricorn. Strengths that you have in March. That was I think the Knight of Pentacles that wanted to pop. Strengths for Capricorn during the month of March. All right. This is interesting. 3 of Swords. Finding strength in adversity. Finding strength in the sorrow. Finding strength in what hurt you. Finding strength in the overcome. That's what I hear. Number 4, area of focus. We'll definitely clarify that. 3 of Swords is a strength. I've never pulled that before. I pulled kind of a weird card too. I think it was for Taurus. It was the 9 of Swords was the strength. I was like, wow. All right. Area of focus. The goal. Ace of Pentacles. The coin. The job. The future. The healing. I know a Capricorn going through issues with health right now. So it could literally be like you're focusing on what does your body need. Near future. Near future. For my beautiful Capricorn. That came out kind of funny. Oh, love this. Queen of Wands. Also, it's the year of the dragon. That dragon is behind her. You got a lot of dragon energy, whether male or female. That is a very feminine card. But I feel like you have this strength within you, this fire that's building within you in the near future, because you're not letting anything slow you down. You're not letting anyone break your stride, right? Recent past for Capricorn. Love that. It's like you're finding yourself again. That's what I feel like. You're getting your groove back. Recent past for Capricorn. Recent past was the Six of Pentacles. So I feel like there was finally a little bit of balance that was reached in your life. Whether this is a financial, whether this was of you receiving answers, of there being just more clarity and balancing your day to day as well. Maybe you also found that you have been able to give to others a bit more. Advice for Capricorn. Eight of Wands. This has come out for all of my earth signs. There is this need for you to understand that if you have a lot on your mind, a lot on your plate, you must share the load, because if you don't, you're going to start a tornado, whether it's internal or external to yourself. So there's this need for you to really just like say what you need to say, put any extra burdens that you have on the shelf, or have other people help you out, because you might just be carrying a lot and then it turns into like an explosion. Your current environment, but not necessarily an explosion, into a tornado. And tornadoes kind of come in and go out real quick. We have, came in the reverse, the Three of Wands. So your current environment is, you may be feeling like you don't necessarily know how to move forward, where to go next. There may be a stall in your life as far as where your future endeavors are taking you, and you're having to kind of just stay put. Hopes and fears for Capricorn. Hopes and fears for Capricorn. Love this. Happy home. Health, wealth, beauty, King of Pentacles. This is all about the physical body, the physical belongings, the physical home, restoration. Love that for you. I'm actually gonna, let me adjust this camera so we can see all the cards. There we go. See if I can actually move so you can see them a little bit better. I'm gonna move it like that. Try to see if we can fix this glare as well. All right. And our last card is going to be the potential outcome for Capricorn. That was quick. Four of Swords. Resting, relaxing, not doing as much, trusting, believing. Bottom of the deck. Page of Pentacles. You have a plan. There is a map. You're on your way, and nothing can stop you. I see that you're just starting this journey though, and it's going to be a journey that takes time. When we see the pages, we know that there is somewhat of a delay or a slowness, a manifestation that is just in the early stages. But I want you to continue to believe in the forward movement of your life, because it's coming. You just have to really like let go of some things that don't belong anymore. Walk into your power a little bit, into a little bit of self-belief, and truly begin to rest and relax and believe. I feel like there's a lot of just like faith that's going to get you through. Your manifestations are coming, but they're coming slowly. And can you be patient and wait until they get there? But okay. So starting off, your current environment is one of someone who has said, I've seen a lot. I've been through a lot. I've grown through a lot, and I'm ready to walk into a new found purpose, a new place in my life. I'm letting go of anything and everything that is holding me back. This could be physical things. This could be emotional things. But whatever, I should say whatever and whoever those things are, Spirit is asking you to let them go so that you can walk into your power. Because in the near future, you do. You find out who you really are. You get in touch with this Queen of Wands, but she had to start here. at someone who might just be feeling a little bit down on their luck lately, not really in their true power. Their lioness energy is not quite there yet, but they're starting to realize like my life matters more to me than these things that have been holding me back. I have so much more potential. I have the ability to move forward and to change my life, but it starts with me deciding that these things no longer fit and these things no longer align. So if you have to walk away from quite a bit this month, I applaud you in being strong and taking that initiative to move forward. With your challenge though, again, I feel like there's a part of you that's like, but this thing that I have to walk away from is going to cause some instability in my future. And my challenge is this going to burden my family and my future progress? And like, if you're pregnant or if you have a business that is kind of like your entrepreneurial, your baby, right? Your entrepreneurial like idea. Is it going to affect the family life? Is it going to affect your longevity? You're thinking about your future, and I feel like you might be getting caught up in what that looks like right now, when Spirit just wants you to kind of slow down, take things step by step. Again, with the Page of Pentacles, it is a slow moving situation that is just taking off. He even has, I feel like, a younger looking cat than the average cats in these pictures. Like, it's a kitten. So you're taking off in this new direction where your family and your longevity and your empire and your fertility, your fruitfulness, the abundance of your life is at stake. But it's like, who cares? You have to take care of you. And when you take care of you and you walk away from the things that don't align anymore, this will get taken care of. Spirit will provide. God will provide, right? And I want you to believe that. I'm going to clarify for the strengths. You got the Three of Swords. Sir, what about this Three of Swords is their strength? Four of Cups. Anything else you can tell me, Spirit? Okay. Interesting. All right. So I'll tell you what I'm getting from this. I pick up the cards here. All right. So you got Three of Swords, Seven of Wands, Four of Cups for your strengths. So I feel like recently you've been in a situation where you're like, my heart is broken. I'm so upset that this hasn't really turned out the way that I thought. You received some bad news, whatever the case was. But your strength is that even in the midst of this storm, even in the midst of what you've heard, the news that wasn't so great, there's this offer coming in. You don't even see it yet. This cup from God that's coming in to help you. But you're being defensive and you're protecting yourself and you're still being strong. So in the midst of the adversity that you're going through, Spirit is like, get ready because something's coming in. You are having this moment of protecting yourself, standing up for yourself, guarding your heart, learning from your mistakes, being prepared for what's next. And you're also just not taking anything. Like, I know a Capricorn and I love her so much. Her energy is so beautiful. I follow her on my Instagram. She actually was trying to manifest a job. She manifested the job. Got the job, hated the job, quit the job after 2 days. It was her manifestation, and she understood that. But what she did is she turned that pain, that unfortunate situation where it was like, oh, this is what I'm receiving, into something better by standing up for herself. And she began to tell people, like, if you're in situations where you're not being valued, where you feel uncomfortable, where a manifestation has gone awry, it's okay. And that's part of life. And so I feel like Spirit's going to use this challenge that you're going through as a strength, because you're actually going to be able to help other people with this process that you're going through. This pain is going to turn into power. That's the power of alchemy, right? Area of focus. Spirit wants you to focus on the big picture. Where to next? Staying positive, optimism, looking for clear signs that things will get better, continuing to walk on the road of success even when you don't see it yet. Also focusing more on your health, what you're putting into your body. You just went through a huge transit for my Capricorn risings of Pluto in the first house for the last 15 years. It's been rough. But The way that you show up for yourself now is Pluto's going into your second house and changing how you feel about yourself and your self-worth and all of that, right? Your money story, your health story for some of you guys. It's time for you to really pick up the mantle and say, this is what I'm going after. This is what I want for my life. This is how I desire to be. And I see you being very successful. But Spirit wants you to continue to keep your eye on the prize and continue to stay positive. More importantly than anything else, if you can keep your eye on the prize and stay positive about where your life is going next, I feel like you're going to have a lot of success in that. Your near future is very, very beautiful and bright. This Queen of Wands has figured out who the F she is. She has found her power. She has found her willpower again. She has found her fight, her strength. She realizes that she can tame dragons. And so I see this part of you that's probably been dealing with a lot of self-doubt. Again, you had to emotionally walk away from things that weren't working for you, dealing with a disappointment of some sort. And as this month progresses, in the near future, you're going to start to see that there's a glow up energy about you, that there's this newfound fire that you have to accomplish things, to grow, to be better than you were yesterday. And I see you also starting to get your fire back, your groove back, your energy back. The fire is within you again. And I love that. So fire rituals are going to be huge for you this month if you do practice any kind of witchcraft or ritual work. I also see you getting in tune with the dragon, with the lioness, with that fiery Leo energy within you, okay? Whether male or female. And then in your recent past, you got the Six of Pentacles, which is about equal give and take, giving to others, serving others, being a help to others. But I want to clarify this a little bit more to give you a better basis of what it is that Spirit wants you to know. So what do you want them to know about the Six of Pentacles, Spirit, in their recent past? Because this is a card that can kind of be taken in a couple different directions. And so I want to get a clear read for you, Capricorn. Okay. All right. So you found some rest. So your recent past, you went from doing it all and having to be it all to receiving from others. Also being able to get the help I feel like that you've needed for a really long time. You're probably going up this mountain for a really long time by yourself because you're capable. Capricorn is a very driven sign, very determined. They're the goat. You know, they're the people that are going to, against all odds, be successful and do what is right and get to their destination. But I feel like in the past, you were having to do a lot of things on your own. Spirit finally, in the recent past, probably from January through February, really started to give you the energy of help. I see that people came into your life. The right people were able to offer you the assistance that you needed. And you are now in a place where you can receive the help that you so desperately needed. So these two people here are like beggars. Not saying that you are a beggar, but you might be like moving in with a partner, receiving help from doctors, doing things that allow you to get help around the house. Maybe you hired a maid or you outsource some of the work that you've been doing with your job to other people. Maybe you're part of a team that is more balanced, all of that, right? So I love that for you. Your recent past, there was a big shift in the way that you received help. Your advice, like I have had to tell every one of my earth signs this month. Be careful with your communication. I really want to look and see if there's anything within the earth signs where communication could get muddled, because I know Mercury is in Pisces, but I don't know if that's making any negative aspects with you. But I know it's going into Aries pretty soon. But that's beside the point. So your advice is to really like mind your words and mind how you're biding your time and where you're putting your effort and energy into things, because there is the potential that if you don't pay attention to what you're doing and you start talking and doing a whole lot of this and that, maybe to the wrong people, there's this whirlwind, this tornado that could form behind you. And there might be some things that get misconstrued or misunderstood or misinterpreted. You have a lot on your plate, and all of a sudden there's this big tornado. So Spirit's saying, kind of just watch your communication. Be nice. If you feel like you're feeling a little bit snappy, just kind of like focus in on where you want to, where you want conversations to go, and try to lead them there instead of throwing all this energy out into the wind, and it just stirs up a lot of strife. So for whatever reason, Spirit wants you to kind of just be aware of that in the month of March. With your environment, and I'm going to clarify this card for you as well. You have the Three of Wands. And the upright, they have their wand ready to get out there into the ocean. Your ships are coming in, you're taking off. But with the Three of Wands in reverse, as it is here, I feel like you may feel like, God, I feel stuck. It's not quite Hangman energy, but it reminds me of the Hanged Man in the reverse. Because you can't really go anywhere. Your future is not quite laid out for you, and I feel like for a lot of you who don't necessarily know what's going on with your job, with your health, with your living situation, where to next, with your family unit, all of that, right? There's probably this energy of, I'm doing all the right things, I'm just not getting anywhere lately. And so I feel like Spirit's wanting you to slow down. And I know that can suck for someone who's very ambitious. We'll let this airplane pass. For someone who's very ambitious, it might be difficult for you to have to kind of take a rest, but I almost feel like you're being forced to rest at this time. You're being forced to kind of take a breather because Spirit is like, you need to just like let things kind of work themselves out. What else can we know about this Three of Wands, Spirit? What else can we know for Capricorn? This Three of Wands in reverse for their environment. Okay, so it came out again. Page of Pentacles, taking things slow, and also Justice. There is a bit of karma that is being worked out for you at this time. And for the scales to be balanced, we may not be able to walk as quickly as we want to. When things are being basically worked out for us, and when the hands of karma and the hands of justice are in our energy, a lot of the times we just have to really trust and believe that Spirit is working things out for us for our greatest good. And sometimes when you rush into situations or you want to go in a certain direction and you're feeling halted, it's because God's trying to get your attention, that you need to kind of take it slow, take it easy, and do less to allow more to come in. For your hopes and fears, you are ready for that good life, that happy life, that health, that wealth, that longevity with your family. And you sometimes might fear that won't happen. But if you remain focused, do what needs to be done, pray, take time to yourself, as we're going to see in this end outcome, which I'm very proud of you. Getting back in tune with who you really are. Keeping your eye on the prize, alchemizing the pain that you went through into power. I see that you're going to be able to reach this goal. You're worried about it. It's a hope and a fear. But I don't want you to be fearful of this not coming to fruition, because you are going to know whether or not you're putting in the work, doing what you need to do on a daily basis to get to that place. But I don't want you to feel rushed. I don't want you to feel like you have to move at 1,000,000 miles per hour. This is a leveling up that has to occur, basically, to go from the page to the knight to the queen to the king. It takes some time, or maybe you say from the knight to the king if you don't, you know what I mean. But I want you to understand that in due time, all good things will come together as they should. And I don't want you to feel like you have to force it, rush it, push it, none of that. This is about you recognizing who you are and also letting some karmic justice come into play. And your potential outcome, I see you finally taking the rest that you need. You got the help that you needed, so you're able to rest. You're finding yourself again. You're digging deeper into who you are. I saw 444. It was 2444. You are divinely protected. You need to allow yourself to be held in the arms of Spirit as you get through this tumultuous period, and you will be able to get up and get ready when you're needed. There's cobwebs in this because she's been resting that long. So trust this rest period. Trust this lack of progression. Trust this stationary period that you're in, because there's something that's being worked out for you, but it requires that you do less. It requires that you hold back. It requires that you rest in God's arms for a little while things are worked out for you, okay? And I know that can be hard because we want to just get out there and do a whole lot. But again, I'm telling you, if you do a whole lot, I see a whole lot of negativity coming in. If you just you don't really pay attention to where all your energy is going, it's going to get quite scattered, and you're actually going to be probably working against yourself. We're going to dive straight away into your oracle cards. We're going to pull 2 oracle cards for you, as well as a word of the month, which I think I'm going to start doing. So we're going to go ahead and pull your 2 oracle cards to start. Spirit, what is it that you have for Capricorn? All right, that was nice and smooth. So your first card is Speak Your Mind. So this is you leveling up. This is you saying what you need to say, walking away like my friend did from that job after 2 days that did not serve her. There is this need for you to actually say what you need to say, be who you need to be, rest when you need to rest, call your power back to you, walk away from situations that do not align with you in March, and begin to build up to that quest. They're blowing on dandelions and sending out wishes to the universe. So tell Spirit what it is that you want, what it is that you desire to have in your life, and speak those manifestations out there. Also, you have accept love. So there's a lot of love and a lot of people that are here to help you right now, whether it's in the form of family, your children, your partners, your community, whatever you need help getting through that's making you kind of have to take your time and rest. If it's your health, if it's lack of a job, if you're going through a difficult time with your mental health even and needing to take a break, if you're dealing with disturbances in your finances, accept the love that is around you and accept that other people are here. They care about you. You're held, you're protected within the arms of Spirit, and you need to allow yourself to receive the love that you so often give to other people but rarely receive for yourself, Capricorn. And your word of the month for my dear Capricorn. What have you got for them, Spirit? Here we are. Meditate. It says make some quiet time in the still air. So as you begin to meditate and form that quiet time with God and pray and be still, you will receive answers. You will receive clarity. You will also just be able to calm your nervous system if you've been feeling like your nervous system is all over the place. And this will give you so much time to just breathe and accept the stillness that Spirit is trying to put you in at this time, because there's things that are being worked out on your behalf and you don't have to worry. So if any of this message met you where it needed to, I would love and appreciate if you leave me a comment, Capricorn. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and let me know how you're feeling, what you're going through, what are you working through, what are you walking away from. That, I'm always so open to communicating and talking with you. But until your mid-monthly, I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, morning, wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you again soon, Capricorn. Bye, guys.